with a change in enthalpy of negative 482 kilojoules. If reacting 4.22 grams of substance X results in a change in enthalpy of negative 63.43 kilojoules, then what is the identity of element X? Use the molar mass to identify the element. All right, so we need to make sure that we understand how molar mass is calculated. By definition, the molar mass of a substance is equal to the mass in grams of 1 mole of that substance. As we look at the information that's given, we know we have the mass. So for me, I like to write that down. So I'll be like, okay, that means I've got 4.22 grams of X. What I don't have right now are moles of X. So if I can figure out a way to solve for moles of X, I can plug it in, do my division, and I will have the molar mass of my element. What have I been given? I know that when 4.22 grams of this reacted, it gave off 63.43 kilojoules of energy. That I know. So I've been given a negative 63.43 kilojoules. And I really want to find out how many moles of X basically reacted in this recipe. Now let's look at what's been given. We know, according to the balanced chemical equation, that for every 1 mole of X that reacts, this reaction will give off 482 kilojoules of energy. So that's something I can use. I know that negative 482 kilojoules of energy will be given off when 1 mole of X reacts. So I can use this relationship to find out, all right, well clearly 482 and 63 is much smaller, so we know that the moles of X is going to be smaller. But how much smaller will it be? In every problem, we start with what's given. So negative 63.43 kilojoules. And again, I let the units tell me where I'm going. So for every negative 482 kilojoules that are produced, that would mean 1 mole of X. When you grab your calculator and you do this division, your negative and your negative obviously is going to be a positive. Your answer is going to be 0.1316 moles of X. All right, well, I've got my grams of X and now I've got my moles of X. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this right here. So we'll say 4.22 grams of X divided by 0.1316 moles of X. And when we do that division, we come up with 32.1 grams. So that doesn't scream to me what element it is. You're going to basically use the periodic table to compare it to the molar masses of the elements. To identify the element. So when I look up there and I see 32.07, which can be rounded to 32.1, I'm going to say that my element is sulfur. All right? So we're going to use the molar mass. Oh, by the way, that's grams per mole. Forgot to write that. Units are important. They didn't cancel there. All right, very good.